Hello, today we're going to talk about how to use your Handshake account in order to see upcoming events, internships, jobs, co-ops, and more. So once you log into Handshake, which is umass.joinhandshake.com, it'll bring you to this homepage. On the left side of the screen, there's the toolbar where you'll access a variety of different sections within Handshake. And up at the top right, you'll see any notifications that you might. And this should have your initials in this little circle, and that's where you can update any notification settings that you might want. So here, for example, you can update how often you're receiving notifications to your email or in the notification bar here on Handshake. You can also update with your account information and edit your profile as well. When you edit your profile, it lets the employer know more about you, and you might end up with some messages in your inbox where the employer is encouraging you to apply for a variety of positions that they have available. Updating your profile can be very similar to creating a LinkedIn account if you've ever done that before, and you'll include any relevant experiences that you have, including work, volunteer, organizations, and extracurriculars, courses, projects, and your interest areas. So if you're currently looking for a job or an internship, updating your interests will really help Handshake pull that data and show on the homepage what they recommend for positions for you to apply to. And that's where you'll see some of that here with some recommended jobs to apply to. Any jobs that you've saved, some places that they think you might have an interest in applying to, what's popular in your major, etc. So we're going to go to the jobs section and take a look at how to find opportunities for internships, full-time jobs, co-ops. What I like to do, so right now we have 21,000 jobs posted on Handshake. And if you just do a keyword, it might be tricky to actually find what you're looking for. So we'll do environmental internship as an example. So that brings you to 360 jobs, which is still a lot. And you can use Handshake in that way. But if you delete this keyword, search again, and go to this all filters section, that's where you're going to have a lot more control over the types of positions that you're seeing. So if you're someone who's only looking for an internship right now, select internship. So that way you're not even seeing full-time jobs. If you're only interested in paid positions, you can select that. And you'll see at the bottom right, we're narrowing down the amount of jobs that you're going to see. So from that 21,000, we're now down to 2,000, which is still more. If you're interested in on-site or remote work, those are both options. These are some collections of employers who kind of typically interact with UMass, whether it's through career fairs, events, or students are reporting that they're having opportunities from those companies. So these could be great for you if it meets any of your interest areas or needs. Job role is a text search. So if you're thinking like research, type your keyword and be really flexible with what you're typing. For example, if you type biology, nothing comes up. If you type biologist, right, because that's the job role, you'll see some different options. The one that I like to use is the industry section because it's a drop-down menu, and I just think it's easier to navigate, seeing exactly how Handshake is coding different companies. So for an environmental science major, this section for manufacturing would be really interesting. There's more beneath the, what is it called, other section that could be good. So I'm going to do environmental services. And from there, you'll want to make sure that your major is reflected correctly, or if you have multiple majors, you want to make sure that that's correct. Work authorizations for our international students, so you'll want to make sure that these are selected, and then show results. So now we're down to 39 positions, right? Still a decent amount, and they really vary. Habitat restoration, arborist, water quality inventory, invasive species removal, environmental engineer, geologist, field technician. And you can go back in to the filters and change anything or add more opportunities. You could edit the location. So if you know you're going to be in the Boston area and you only want to see positions there, you can type that in and add it into your search. If you were to save any positions to see later, you just click this little bookmark and it'll turn it navy blue, and then it's going to appear underneath your saved section here. So you'll see that ended up right there. When you're ready to apply for a job, you'll select this apply button. Handshake will ask you to upload your resume and your cover letter and then submit the external application through the company's website. I recommend that you use some sort of spreadsheet or note-taking system where you're keeping track of all the different positions that you've applied to. It's easy to start losing track of how many jobs you've applied to, what date you applied to them, what their application deadlines are. So that's just a really good tip if you're interested in applying to a variety of positions. So next we're going to look at this events section on the left-hand side. This is where you'll see any upcoming events, whether it's hosted by UMass or by a specific company. For example, like Bristol Myers Squibb likes to do information sessions, and they will host that event themselves. Let's see, like here, William James College is having a information session in the Peace Corps. What else? Morgan Stanley. So these aren't just what UMass is hosting. This gives employers opportunities to directly interact with you. We also have information about career fairs on the events tab, and you might just have to do this category filter and select career fairs to see any upcoming events. So for the fall semester, we have some upcoming career fairs, and this is where you'll find more information about the employers who are attending, the location and time of the career fair, what you should do to prepare, and how to research the variety of companies that you're interested in talking to. So for example, Alpha Analytical, if you select their profile, you'll be brought here to find what other students have worked for that company, what career fairs they're coming to, and if they have any current jobs posted, which is really helpful to see it all in one section. And on the events section, any events that you're interested in, you'll want to make sure that you register for them. So right now, registration is closed for this career fair because it's a little bit further into the year, but eventually you'll want to make sure that you're registering for any events, just to make sure that you are receiving any updated information. If there's any changes to the event, they'll be able to contact you. So that's that register button right here. You can also look specifically at employers. So if you know you're interested in working for like Boston Children's Hospital, you can type them in and look at their information. So here's Boston Children's Hospital in their employer profile, which is loading. You can see featured jobs that they have available, information about their company, contact for them if you're interested in finding out more, any staff members who are public on Handshake if you want to connect with them and find out more about their positions, and if they're going to be attending any upcoming career fairs. So here you'll see Boston Children's will be at an upcoming career fair this following semester. The next section I wanted to show you is the Career Center. So when we say you log into your Handshake account to make a career advising appointment, this is what we need. So you'll go to the Career Center section and you'll do the appointments. You'll schedule a new appointment and select in-person or remote, whatever upcoming date that you have, and see what appointments are available to you. Once you have your appointment scheduled, if it's a virtual appointment, you'll go back into Handshake, log into your account, go to the Career Center section, and here where it says upcoming appointments, that's where you're going to see your upcoming virtual appointment and be able to access the video call platform. If you're someone who is doing an internship or a co-op and you're receiving academic credits for it, You have to log your experience here on Handshake. It's called this experience section, and you fill out a request to have that internship or co-op be formally recognized. You do not have to receive credit for your internships, but if you're interested in doing that, make sure that you are in advance to the internship or co-op starting, completing all the necessary paperwork. And if you have any questions about what this form is asking, please reach out to us at the Career Center, and we're happy to meet with you to discuss everything that you need in order to have your accredited internship process. Also, at the Career Center tab, you'll see more information about, upcoming career fairs, good events for our majors, and staff lists as well. So that's everything I have for you today on how to navigate Handshake. If you have any questions, our peer advisors work during the semester, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and they would be more than happy to kind of sit with you and go through Handshake to find what experiences you're looking for. Thanks so much and take care. Bye.